Okay, hello everybody. This is Sharonda, and this is my podcast and YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense. I decided to go ahead today and do a web presentation on how I do my tarot card reading. And I do apologize. You may not. I'm working with these cards today. This podcast is a open social discussion in regards to the paranormal, occult, supernatural as such. I speak on topics regarding haunting, curses, out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences, and also astral projection or soul travel. So I have the YouTube as well as the Spreaker podcast that is entitled Spiritual Sense. I also have another YouTube channel, The Holistic Health Approach, where I have 3 additional podcasts, Holistic Health, Health Matters, as well as Ancient Ancestry. Okay, so today I am working with the Secrets of the Tarot deck card. These are the cards that I got from Five and Below. They are my most favorite cards to have. So what I'm going to do is I am going to spread my cards out, and I have the little Florida water spray that I use, and I'm going to begin to pick my cards. Now, before I begin to pick my cards, I like to state that this podcast is for entertainment purposes. That means that if it just so happen to coincide with what you believe in, that may be by chance or even by happenstance. Don't go snooping, probing and priming into anyone's personal affairs and then presenting it here on this podcast. Okay. So it's for entertainment purposes. Out of 10 readings, I'm visited by presences 3 to 4 times out of 10 readings. Okay. This is something that I've been experiencing since I was a little girl. I think most people are, as I mentioned before, psychic or psychic-like or intuitive, more so than they would know. And as I've gained insight and understanding on what exactly that is that presents, God has given me more clarity and understanding as to what that is. Okay, it's a message that is understood but not spoken. Okay, so I'm going to say my prayer. Father, supreme being of all being, I'd like to thank you for waking me and my children up this morning to see another day, my family and friends alike. Continue to guide me, protect the angels, warrior angels, spirit guides as such. Give me infinite knowledge, wisdom, capability, and understanding as I do this reading. I don't know what the reading is on most of the time, but I do feel like it is a relevant reading. And so I will proceed. Before I proceed, I'd like to pay homage to the 4 wishes that I favor, which is Bastet or Bashet, Yamaya, Shango, and Osiris. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2 cards that stuck together. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now with the Celtic Cross, as I mentioned, it is a 10 card spread. Card 1 is going to be on the situation, person, or some type of knowledge or insight. Card 2 is going to be the barrier or obstacle. Card 3 is going to be what you're trying to attain. Card 4 is going to be the root of the issue or the reason. Card 5 is going to be, well, card 6 is going to be the near past. Card 5 is going to be, the future. Card 7 is going to be the attitude. Card 8 is what's physically surrounding or what you're sensing. Card 9 is hopes, fears, and dreams. And card 10 is the outcome. So let me proceed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is what I have for card 1. I have not tagged these cards. I don't have them just listed. Okay. Many times when I do my readings, I have no inclination as to what the reading is on. Okay. So card 1 is the Hierophant card. It says marriage, government, or public company, body, corporate, official, building, or official situation. Card 2, I have what crosses over, or the barrier. Six of Swords, boat over water, travel, turn a boat out of troubled waters onto calmer waters is what I have here. Card 3, I have Page of Swords, young woman to 25, spying or deception, reflecting back over your shoulder. Card 4, which is the root of the issue, I have the High Priestess card, highest card in the tarot deck. Very powerful, good or bad secrets to be revealed. Let's see, card 5, I have Ace of Pentacles, money coming, divine wish being granted. And the next card I have Six of Wands, letter or news coming, victory news. So in just pulling that card right there, I do feel as though this reading is in regards to give me just a moment, let me gather my thoughts. Typically, when I get the Hierophant card is in regards to some type of anarchy, is what that is. Is in regards to some type of anarchy. Of government. So this reading could very well be applicable to, again, what I mentioned about what's occurring in terms of warlike crimes or activity. But honestly, I feel as though this may be locally. I'm gonna say that this reading is locally, like in regards to some type of anarchy or some type of crime. That's what I feel. I feel like the people right now are feeling a sense of untrustworthiness in terms of leadership. You know, I've mentioned this before in a podcast or episode about, you know, questioning authority and a belief in an authority and the effectiveness of an authority. I think that is common. I think we all will feel that way. That's common with the cycle of life. We all will not be so trusting of people until we show ourselves approved. You have people in life, they want you to prove things to them. And I feel as though I'm running back into this same scenario. But I feel like this is something that is because I have the High Priestess card, so it could very well be in terms of faith, like their faith, you know, their faith where they believe in authority right now. So it could very well be a message to the church leaders or whoever is the leader in your faith belief. Um, a lot of people are looking for a sign. They're looking for a sign, some sense of. I honestly feel as though there's a lot of stagnation in what people believe at this time. Like, I don't know what to believe, to be honest with you. And I feel as though, as a result of that, that's why you have a lot of crime or gang-like or even warlike crimes that occur, because a lot of people lose faith and trust in those leaders that may be in, political leaders or even religious leaders as such. Card 7, attitude. I have Knight of Cups. Young man to 25 needing more confidence. They don't have confidence in the leadership. I mentioned this in a episode a couple of times ago, and I as the cycle of life happens, I don't presume people even listen to all of my recordings, or even probably any of my recordings, to be honest with you. So that could be why the message needs to be continuously be conveyed. But I showed that this is something that a lot of younger population, and this is not just younger population, it may be young or new, people that are new here, who are from another land to come to this land, and this may be a lot of the energy that they feel that's being perpetuated out. They don't know how to think. There's a sense of confusion, disorientation, because I'm in a new land. I don't know what to believe or to trust, and I see the people that are already here, seem to me as though, and let me adjust my hair, I'm sorry, but it seems as though the people here are not trusting of themselves. So how am I to feel? Like, if I don't see unity amongst the people that are already here, but then how am I going to be accepting of that? And I think a lot of that energy is being perpetuated out in the atmosphere. And I presume this is, in every society, but I'm focusing on this particular region that I am in now. So I feel like this reading is in regards to possibly crime and gang-like activity as a result of that. As a result of many people that come to this town or come to this country, and the things that are being perpetuated around them. What am I to believe? What am I to trust? Okay, so card 8, I have 3 of Pentacles. Improvements underway, but delays around it. Renown, glory, place of worship. So I think what is happening is they're reaching out to their belief. And somehow, because I was trying to figure out, where am I going? I'm not scrambling, because the message, once you get into tarot card reading, there is a message, whether it be relevant or, trivial, it's still a message. And I feel as though the support system for a lot of the migrants that come to, America, and I presume to this particular location, well, where am I to go? So I think it's more or less a support system, a feeling of a lack of support, feeling afraid. Where do I go? Where do I turn in the event that the people that, I'm with, what am I to do in the event that they were to leave or perish? How am I going to go about that? And I think what is happening right now is a lot of those groups are finding that there is a lack of support for their cause, is what I feel right now. I do. Like a lack of support for their cause. And I honestly feel as though many other individuals that visit here, and I'm not going to pinpoint it to no specific ethnic group, race, or whatever. But I feel as though somehow they are here because they didn't have faith where they came from. And boy, I get over here and it's just as bad, if not worse off. And I gathered that a lot of that energy and that fear is being perpetuated out in the atmosphere. That's what I gather right now. So card 9, I have Ace of Swords. It says frustrations, double-ended sword, hollow victory. So again, they're feeling as though, I honestly feel as though that right now they're feeling like they were bamboozled or set up. Something is letting me know that that's how they're feeling. Like someone has set me up. I feel bamboozled. I feel hoodwinked. And I feel like somebody tricked me and deceived me is what I'm gathering right now. And, there's a need for social services to assist us with our cause. Because when we get here, there is a lack of support from our community. Card 10, I have death, outcome, death of situations or endings, new beginnings. So again, I feel as though there is a sacrifice thing that is occurring to bring awareness and attention to certain ethnic groups that are here and are quote unquote undocumented. Like if I'm undocumented, who's to say if something happens to me, who's going to be there to speak for me if anything was to happen to me? And I feel as though that's what a lot of that energy is being perpetuated by, is the feeling of at a loss, so to speak, at a loss or disarray. So I'm going to pull out 3 angel cards. I'm going to just pull 3 from the top is what I'm going to pull, because I can't empathize. I think a lot of the people around can empathize with your situation. I'm not going to sit here and say most people would empathize with your situation because, being that, a lot of people here have their own issues and problems. They do, and we don't want to overburden a lot of the social services providers as such, but we want to come together to at least bring awareness to the places where a lot of these people come from when they get here. Are they just left in the dark? So I have 3 angel cards. The first one says, remember who you are. So you want to remember who you are. That's number 1. Based on what I gather here, remember who you are, and that's not talking aesthetics or anything or vanity wise, but remain true to who you are as a person. Don't let it change who you are. In other words, it says, Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. So you are still his child, whether you are in these lands or your homeland. You're still a child of God if you remain true and right and good for humanity and cause. Things will come into focus for you, because that lack of support, that is, you're going to find that everywhere you go. You're going to be in situations, or you may be put in situations where every man is for himself. But there are, support groups. There are nonprofit organizations that can assist those individuals with their needs, basic needs. Okay, teaching and learning, Archangel Zachiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. So this here is a teachable moment, as I mentioned before, this life experience. But to be on a journey, to be from a different land to these lands, is a teaching and learning moment of personal battles that you may be battling, your own thoughts, your own demons that you may be battling. Because oftentimes, we may, as the saying goes, think the grass is greener on the other side, and when we get over there, it would humble you to where you would say, you know what, where I was not that worse off as I thought. Sometimes it takes breaking away for us to come back together. And I think that's what a lot of, the migrants that comes to this country are feeling right now. So we have hello from heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their love and blessings. So, whatever, you may be dealing with, I know a lot of people are worrying in terms of, being in these lands and back home, your homeland, about family members, as well as in the spiritual sense of the matter as well. What about the ones who have perished and have died? Trust and believe they're on your side. If you summons the right ones to come around and stay in good mind, body, and spirit, they will assist you along your journey. I mean, like I said before, you can be in the middle of the desert and somehow you're geared to go to the right place, believe it or not. So just keep faith, because I feel like it's a character building tool that is happening right now. We will all be faced with some adversity versus another, okay? So I am going to close out this episode of Spiritual Sense. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.